Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to create what is called an anchor. And no, I'm not talking about Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm not talking about your yacht. What I'm talking about is what's going to hold you while you're up on a climb. So basically an anchor is what you're going to attach to the rock so that you and your partner can go up the rock together. Just to let you know, there's a variety of anchors that are used in rock climbing. I'm going to show you two. That's right, two, not just one, but two different ways to create an anchor. So for the anchors that I'm going to show you in this video, these are anchors that you are going to use pre-existing bolts that are on a rock. So a bolt is basically something that was drilled into the rock that's able to hold about 5,000–6,000 pounds. Now, not all bolts are created the same. So you want to kind of feel the bolt to make sure that it's secure in the rock. Check out this bolt that I found while climbing the other day. I would definitely not climb on that. For an anchor, you're going to be needing 4 locking carabiners, and you are going to also need 1 sling. Sling is basically a piece of tethering that we use in rock climbing to connect two things together. So the first anchor I'm going to show you is called the Equalized Anchor. And basically this is an anchor that has a very fixed position that you clip onto. So to start this anchor, you are going to clip one of your locking carabiners to each of the bolts. Then you are going to clip your sling to each of those locking carabiners. You're going to take the top portion of the sling and pull it down so that it meets with the bottom portion of the sling. Then what you want to do is you want to figure out what direction is the weight going to be on the anchor. Once you figure that out, you're either going to tie an overhand knot or a figure 8 knot at that point. A lot of people suggest using a figure 8 instead of an overhand knot because it's a little bit easier to untie after people have put weight on the rope. Now this loop at the bottom of this knot is called your master point. The master point is the main spot on your anchor that you're going to be connecting things to. Connect a locking carabiner to the master point of the anchor. Connect another carabiner to your master point so that it faces the opposite direction. Then after that, you're going to find the middle part of the rope and connect it to the locking carabiner at your master point. A lot of ropes will actually have a specific marker in the middle of the rope that'll just make it easy for you when you're out there to be like, oh, this is the middle of the rope, I'm going to clip it in and call it good. But sometimes they don't have that. So one thing that you can do is grab both ends of the rope, and then you're going to start feeding it through your hand until you find the middle of the rope. So once your rope's clipped in, you can yell rope down to the people down below and then throw the rope down. The last thing that you want to do after setting up your anchor is you want to double check to make sure that each of your carabiners are locked. And now your equalized anchor is all set up. Good to go, awesome. So now I'm going to show you another anchor that we can use in rock climbing that's also beneficial. Now this one, in comparison to the equalized anchor, is called a self-equalizing anchor. One of the nice things about a self-equalizing anchor is that the master point can move to the left and to the right a little bit during a climb. So to create a self-equalized anchor, what you're going to do is you're going to start off just like you did before. You're going to clip a locking carabiner to both of the bolts, and then you're going to tie an overhand knot or a figure 8 knot. You're going to attach the sling to the locking carabiner, and then you're going to tie an overhand knot or a figure 8 knot. You're going to attach the sling to the locking carabiner. Then what you're going to do is you're going to pull down just like you did before. You're going to take the front portion of the sling and flip it over. This is called the Magic X. So the reason you want to create the Magic X is because if you didn't, if one of the locking carabiners came out, your carabiner would slide right off the anchor. So the Magic X is a way that will keep you safe while you're climbing. So if one of them came out, you would still be attached to the rock. Connect a locking carabiner to the master point of the anchor. Connect a locking carabiner to the master point of the anchor. Then after that, you're going to find the middle part of the rope and connect it to the locking carabiner at your master point. The last thing that you want to do after setting up your anchor, whether you've done an equalized anchor or a self-equalizing anchor, is you want to double check to make sure that each of your carabiners are locked. So there's a lot to be said about climbing anchors and what a solid anchor looks like. And so if you want to learn more, I really encourage you to check out this video right here. That'll give you a great overview of kind of what solid anchors look like. Thanks for coming by. I come out with new videos each week to help you get started on your rock climbing experience. So if you haven't yet, I really encourage you to just click this little button and just subscribe and become part of the Smart Rock Climbing family.